This lady over here, Ali, she lost her husband over 10 years back. Until today, the compensation or some sort of blood money or support does not come to her or her family. She has 5 daughters who live with her. They rely on the likes of the Zahra Trust and other organizations to try and support them. I was discussing with one of the brothers earlier, and he said, what's your feelings when you discuss with these families? And my answer was that I sometimes hope that them letting out what they're feeling makes it easy on them. And he replied by saying that I think that them speaking to you gives them some sort of hope that there are families out there and people out there who will empathize with their conditions. However much charity you give in 1 year, sometimes a person thinks that that's more than enough. But we don't realize that if poverty was a human being, we would want to kill it. It's the worst disease that can happen in any society. And when you look at these kids on the day of Eid, many of us are enjoying wonderful meals with our families. This poor lady is in a situation with her kids where she's wondering who's going to come and support them. Even for them to stay in a caravan, there's a certain amount of payment they have to make. And for a lady in Iraq, many of us do not realize that's not like the Western world where a lady can go out and find a job quite easily. Here, it's sadly still seen as a taboo for some woman to go towards education, and still seen as a taboo for some woman to go out work, and let alone a widow. People know that they can exploit the widow. People know that a certain amount of money may make the widow lose her principles. This lady is trying to maintain her principles as much as she could, but it's extremely difficult for this lady with no husband, no father figure or male figure in the house to be able to support her. Okay, so here, as you could see, my dear brothers and sisters from around the world, here's what you would call a through lounge. Some families are unhappy if their through lounge does not have the best mirrors, does not have the best marble flooring, does not have a TV in a certain way, or flowers put in a certain position. This is the through lounge. You can have a look at this through lounge, and you'll see. And that is no kitchen that anybody's really going to find happiness in. You can have a look at this kitchen. You'll find that a lot of the supplies and the utensils that we're so used to, sadly, are missing over here. But above all else, hygiene. You know, there's a lot of issues in relation to hygiene when you have kitchens like this and you have this type of condition, and also safety issues. God only knows if the kids are able to run around here. This mother has got her 5 daughters, her husband has died. Hygiene, safety issues are normally a requirement whenever anyone brings up children in and around the kitchen area. And you could see that this definitely is not fit for safety reasons, and hygiene wise it must be extremely difficult for this lady.